Good day everyone and welcome back to our Drawing Essentials tutorials. This is part 2. In part 1, we learned how to use some of the drawing tools and also learned how to use one of the modifying tools, which is the Move tool. And we created these shapes which are identical to these ones, and after drawing them, we've aligned them so that they are the center of the practice area and also aligned them to the shapes next to them. So in today's video, we are going to create the rest of the shapes. So for creating these shapes, we need one tool, which is the polygon tool, which we can access through the rectangle tool. By clicking on the drop-down menu, you will see a polygon here. Then it will ask you to enter the number of sides. So for the triangle, we have 1, 2, and 3. So we enter 3. And then we click at the center of the triangle. Then it will tell us to choose inscribed or circumscribed about the circle, which I explained in another short video, which I will provide a link in the description box. Let's choose inscribed, then move to match the shape on the left and enter 4.5. But you can see it formed a bigger triangle. So delete that. And then the right way to go about it is to draw a construction line to form the boundaries of the triangle and get the center line. Let's check if it's the same size, this time by extending the bottom line, and you will see that they align. Next, we draw the polygon. Select the polygon and count the sides of the shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So enter 5, then take the center point reference. As explained in the previous tutorial, if we hover over the object, the center point will appear. Then move your cursor to the center point and click on your first point. Choose inscribed, then type 3 as your radius, as shown in the dimension on the left. Continue with the shape by repeating the same steps. Enter 6 sides for the hexagon, and then take reference of the center of the object and move to align and pick your center point. Choose inscribed, then move to the left so that the top side is not the pointy part, but rather the flat one. Then type 3 for radius and enter. Moving on, the octagon has 8 sides, so take reference of the center point and align, then choose inscribed, then choose inscribed and type the radius. The final shape is the arc shape, and for this one, we need to draw the base and the height of the arc. Let's take the tape measure tool, and if we want to measure the distance, then we need to choose the distance option at the command box. Then measure the line and you will see it's 4 units. Then repeat again and measure the height. And here you will see it is 4 units as well. Now select the line tool and take the corner as your reference to align, then move to where you want to specify your first point. Then draw horizontal 4 units and vertical 4 units to form a right angle. The arc tool is simple. Select it from the ribbon bar, then specify your first point, then specify your midpoint. Since we have ortho mode turned on and we need to click on the midpoint, but it's restricting us. So you can turn off the ortho mode from the status bar. But an easier way is to hold Shift and it will temporarily turn off ortho until you release the shift. So hold Shift and you will move sideways freely. Then pick your midpoint. Then close the arc by clicking on the endpoint of the vertical line. So what is left for us is to change the line properties to match the left example. So we click on Match Properties and copy the source properties from the triangle and select the shapes we drew and change their properties. For the arc, just highlight on the arc part and leave the right angle part as construction lines. Next, we need to align them to their counterparts. Choose line and extend lines from the top and the bottom part of the shape and see if they are aligned. Remember, for drawing as swiftly as I'm doing here, you need to enter and exit command and repeat again by constantly hitting the enter or space bar to activate line command, then extend line, then space to end the command, then space again to repeat, then extend, then space to end, and so forth. And try to do it as quickly as possible. So now if we check on the shapes, you will see that this one is aligned, this is also aligned, this one is aligned, this is not aligned. So, which means that we have done something wrong, and this is the only one. Let's delete and rectify. Repeat the steps we did. Using the construction lines as our alignment, locate the center of the octagon, then extend to specify your center point of the new octagon. Then you can extend the radius to touch the top or bottom construction line, and you will have a perfect match. We noticed that the mistake was choosing inscribed instead of circumscribed above the circle. Don't forget to transfer the line properties using match properties, and we will be almost done with this session. Finally, as we did in our last tutorial, we align the shapes to the center of the practice area section by drawing a line to get the width of the section, then select the midpoint and draw a line across the section. Then move the centers of the objects to the construction line and align all the shapes to have a perfect match to the left example. And that would be the end of our session. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, share and subscribe for more tutorials. Bye bye.